Yo 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 yo.
I'm DJ Envy.
And I go by the name of Charlamagne the guy with the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
And currently we are on vacation.
Man, totally disconnected.
Yes.
We're not even really here. You think you're listening to us, but we're not.
Well, we are not. We're here in spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to be playing some of our top interviews and some throwbacks. So keep it locked. Red is going to be running the boards. And we'll see you in the new year. Happy holidays. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's Shanice from Dayton. How y'all doing this morning?
Shanice
Good
from
morning.
Dayton.
Good morning.
And Julie, I just wanted to say I'm very proud of you. Congratulations on your new radio show you about to come out with.
Thank you.
I'm looking for big things for you. I wanted to give a special shout out to myself. I turned 29, y'all. Probably.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I tried to get on here on Friday because originally my birthday was on Friday, but I couldn't, But I made it. I'm here. I'm blessed. And today I go do something major. I go get my house keys from my house. So it's just blessings after blessings. So I wanted to give
Blessings on
a special
blessings.
to myself.
So today's your birthday and you got a new crib.
And I got a new crib.
Congratulations.
So,
I know
just
that's
wanna
right,
give my-
girl.
Thank you. Love you guys. And I thank you for letting me get on here. Shout out to my fiance, too.
Okay, Mom. And you got a fiance. You go, girl.
Thank
You go,
you.
girl.
You go, girl.
Go,
Jesus
girl.
Christ. Tell you born in the 1900s. Jesus
girl.
Christ. You go, girl.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what up?
Hey, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Ain't nothing much, man. Charlamagne, man. I'm going through a little parental paranoia, man. What you been doing to get over that?
Man, you when you tell me, you let me know. I mean, I listen. I believe in prayer, and I do my breathing exercises. But man, it's just one of those things where it's like you kind of gotta let go and let God, man. Because as much as we want to protect our kids at all times, we just simply can't. They still got to go out into this world,
How old are they?
My son, he's 3. He's starting child development.
You said your son is what?
3.
Yeah, I know, brother. Trust me.
They have certain schools, and a lot of schools offer it now where they have cameras all over the school where you could actually log in and see your kids throughout the day.
Oh, I
That's what
got that.
in my schools.
I got that.
I don't know. We got all that down here. I'm in the country, man. Texas in South Carolina.
But honestly, even
You should Google it.
I'll tell you this, that makes my parental paranoia worse.
Not me.
Because you know what? Never mind. I don't even want to put it out there. But I'm just saying,
don't do that.
Yeah, I don't even put it out there. But it's just like it makes my parental paranoia worse. But like I said, man, you just gotta let go and let God. There's really nothing we can do, man. But let our kids exist and just pray for the best, brother.
Nah,
So they have that in public schools and everything?
a lot of times, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of times it does. It just gives parents that comfortability that they're able to drop their kids off, and you're able to watch them go from class to class. The only places that they don't have the cameras are, of course, in the bathroom, but it allows you to watch kids.
I mean, I guess for me, if something like that, you got to let the teachers know, like you always watching. Sometimes you got to make random comments
I'm like, I seen you today.
Yeah.
I seen y'all painting. I was painting for a long time today. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. And even camp. I popped up at camp the other day.
Yeah, parental paranoia is such a real thing, but I think that's just a natural emotion. That natural anxiety parents have is just it's part of us, and I'm pretty sure it's always gonna be part of us. Like I'm 44 years old. My mom still checks on me.
But I learned that from my pops. My pops used to just pop up, and I pop up at camp.
Oh, that's me.
Who's your child? Which one?
Oh, that's me.
Pop up.
Oh, that's me.
Yep,
that's me. I was definitely. I'm like that. You remember in Tupac a Juice? When Q closed that locker, and Bishop was just standing there. That's me with all the teachers, bro. What's happening?
All right, The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
You think she's trying to mess your life up?
Not just mentally, pretty much. Mentally. Because we're not together anymore. She still lives, at my own house, come home whenever they want to, not paying any bills. And then it's like when you try to tell them that you gotta go, they threaten you. I don't want to do the bad thing and, just call the cops or whatever because my son is involved. I just want my son to be in the best position,
Is there any way you guys can do some counseling so y'all can co-parent together so you can have an expert come in and mediate?
She doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want any of that. When we try to talk, I'm getting cussed out.
Well, sir, you should document all of this and lawyer up. That's all I could say. Because this could
document them, but that's what scares me. I don't want to take my son into the court. It's just I don't want any. I could get custody and all of that, but it's beneficial to me, but not to my son.
I'm not saying get custody, but you might want to make sure because they do look more favorably upon whoever the person is that actually initiates that, and she might be getting ready to take you to court. And so if it's about the best interest of your son and you guys can't come to any sort of agreement, I do recommend you protect yourself and protect, your rights to actually make sure you can see your son when you need to. Sometimes, that might be the only act right solution.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. It's just like, I just want to say, people, like, when y'all not together anymore, it's the child that's getting hurt. Stop trying to hurt each other or whatever. And you don't owe the woman or vice versa anything.
No, you don't. And it's a shame.
It's about the child.
Yeah, that this is happening the way that it is. But I'm only telling you that I would even just talk to a lawyer to see what advice that they would have, because they've seen this situation over and over and over again. So they might give you some solutions that you didn't even think of.
Thank you. And Charlamagne, I have one more question, brother.
Yes, sir.
I've tried better. I think better help therapy. I've tried it like many different times. I've had like 6 sessions. None of them are good, man. I tried everything, but none of these things are. They're not helping at all.
Well, therapy is not one size fits all. You know what I'm saying? You might have to sit down with a few therapists, to figure out the one that's right for you. But also, too, man, it's a lot of other different ways to, define healing. You might find healing through, it might help you to heal the journal. You might want to try meditation. You might want to try some breathing exercises. You might want to try some, regular physical exercise. I'm going to actually get your email, and I'm going to connect you with my partner, Dr. Alfie Breland Noble at the Mental Wealth Alliance, man. And we're going to try to find something that can help you out, my brother.
I appreciate it, man. I listen to y'all every day. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're going to get your email right now. Hold on one second.
Yes, sir.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Charlamagne.
Listen, I'm a married man. I'm not about to have no phone sex with you on this damn radio.
Oh, I got you stuttering over there, girl.
Yeah, just
Definitely got him stuttering. Well, get it off your chest, Trav.
No, that's my equipment messing up.
What's up?
Oh, hey.
What's up, Yee?
His equipment's messed
Yeah,
up.
equipment's
What's
not
up,
working
Trav?
over there, boo-boo.
Listen, I'm calling to talk about, girls gotta stop thinking that they man is gay over the littlest things. Like, girls have a problem showing me pictures of their man, asking me if they think he's gay, or telling me. This girl yesterday gonna say that her man like to sleep naked on his stomach with the with the fan blowing on him. And she tells her, "Is that gay?" I said, "Because he like a little cool breeze on his butt. How does that make him gay?"
It's hard to sleep on your stomach, though.
I sleep on my stomach all the time.
Well, Trav, you are gay. In all fairness.
That is a fact, Trav.
You know what, Yee? You got a point. Then I gotta go tell her that her man might be gay. He might be gay.
There you have it.
Damn it, man.
Mystery solved.
Goodbye, Trav. All right, The Breakfast Club, good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ. Ye is competitive, so
Yeah.
how do you decide what songs make it and what songs don't?
And working with them this time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a 12-song album, and 6 from you and 6 from you. And I just sort of kept it in that 12 box and took the best 6 from each of them.
So that way there's no problems, no feelings.
No. And it was good. It was, me personally, like what I was personally doing was like having like my own versus battle between both of them. Cause I would like go to Miami, I work with Pharrell, I take that to LA, be like, oh, look what me and P did. He'd be like, what? All right, hold on.
Gotcha.
And it was like a big back and forth.
Now, did you see the interview we did with Coyle Ray?
Yeah.
The conversation.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts about
Man,
that?
I love that girl, man. Yeah, I like her. I like her. She's just real like charismatic, and I actually like her songs.
It's funny that your name just kept coming.
I know.
I
was like, yo, what I do?
You were like the bar.
It's your record with Hov. So
okay.
We've been playing it every hour, so we were excited about it. And she was like, why are y'all so excited about this? And I'm here. We was like, because this is our era. This is what we listen to.
Okay.
And that's where it came from.
All right. Nah, man. It was, I seen it, but yeah, I like her, man. I like her. She a firecracker.
Because I look at music, no matter what age somebody is. If I like a song, I like a song.
Yep.
Right? Do you find it that with the younger artists, it's not as relatable? Because I've heard people say that too. Like, I can't understand this. It's not for me. And that's kind of what that conversation was about.
I feel like, for me, man, rap, you gotta be like culturally out here. It ain't just about lyrics, bars, so on and so forth. You gotta like, it's a whole culture. It's fashion. It's just the energy of knowing what's what and being in tune to what's what. And I feel like when you put that in your lyrics and when you put that in your raps, that's sort of relatable to everybody. Now maybe some, maybe some of the younger kids don't take that time, but I feel like, when they're passive listening or whatever, it hits everybody sooner or later.
Now I see your brother is on the album.
Yeah.
Now you got him back in the studio. You got him back working. Well, first of all, how did you get him back in the studio?
Okay.
And two, does that mean that we're gonna get a Clips album? Maybe.
So listen, possibly. This is the play,
Hopefully.
right? This is the play. So first, it started with the Nego album.
Mm-hmm.
That was an easy ask because it was like, I was like, man, this Nego, we sort of started this Bape thing with him, and he putting out an album. Like, yo, we gotta do a song for the album.
Right.
He was like, oh yeah, for sure. So then I came back to him. I was like, yo, it's the last record on my album. Like, I need you to, give me a verse. And he was like, I mean, all right, man. Like, I still get to pull like the little brother card, like just ask for things and expect to like get them, and like I get to like look at them like, I mean, yeah, I just asked for it. And you sort of got to do it. So he did it. He did the record. But he's definitely looking at me like sideways, like, yo, you think you're gonna keep asking me for these little features before, you know what I'm saying?
They sounded good. They sounded good.
Those are clip songs.
Those are clip songs. Yeah.
But so is his head in a good spot where maybe it's possible?
I feel like these last two offerings, and I feel like the response is definitely. I talked to him this morning. He was like, I'm hearing what people saying, B. I'm hearing things everybody's saying, but he not committing.
All right, we got more with Pusha T when we come back. Don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
At the time, man, like I said, I was like 20. At the time, I was like, man, this is great. Me and my brother just getting in the game. And then you realize how long that jingle has ran. I'm loving it. You realize that. And then, boom, later on down the line, I did a record with Skrillex. And Arby's used a piece of that record. I owned 40% of that record. So I had just been in business with artists like every few months getting checks for the commercial. That was like their theme music right before it'd be like, we got the meats, or whatever.
Yeah.
Boom. So thinking about the money from that and the money that I took a one payout on when I was 20, I was like, damn, this is crazy.
How much did they pay you back then to do that McDonald's jingle?
Somewhere between $500,000 and $1 million for me and my brother. So shout out Steve Stout. He brought, hey Steve, I'm not ungrateful.
Man, at 20, that's amazing.
He got you that deal.
Yeah, he got me that deal. Yeah, for sure. Shout out Steve Stout.
And they probably didn't know it was going to be used for so long.
Probably not, but it was.
Yeah,
gracious.
Yeah,
but
it was.
Millions, yeah. You know how much you hear it? Goodness gracious.
So then Arby's, knowing the history of that, I do like discussions and panels and stuff, and people always ask me like, damn, like, what is some of your regrets? And I tell them like, man, I took a payout for something from McDonald's years ago at 20. And I think Arby's caught wind of that, and they were like, man, we got this big fish that we about to drop, and I know, this is now we already in business together. They put together the whole play for me.
That is really like a beef. That's really them tapping in.
Tapping into the culture, being
dope.
like, yo, and it was, they just felt like the whole thing was just synonymous with what I had going on too at the time. So it's like,
that's perfect.
Yeah, they was like, yo, this is.
Who was the executive there that even?
Listen,
I'm curious.
Listen, I didn't meet him, but I'm hearing he's like looked at as a genius. It was something that he had to fight for. They like nixed the idea first. And then he like went back like, listen, y'all not understanding. I'm telling you.
I know they love. I hope they gave him a promotion.
Absolutely.
Because I'm telling you,
man.
That's why it's so important who's in these positions at these corporations that can make these decisions. Because a lot of times people try to be part of the culture, but they don't do it right.
Right.
And the way that they did that was like, okay, very clever.
Seamless. It was seamless. It was clever. It was synonymous with like just all brands involved. It just made sense.
You had invested in a streaming service too? Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on with that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this one is playing out.
Some investments do well.
Some investments do well. They turn around, but other ones, we have to wait and see.
Okay.
We have to wait and see.
What about other investments that you've done that have worked out
I also got a business that I actually really love, man. It's medical transportation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so like we got like through the Hampton Roads area, it's like 20, 30 vans that just run, elderly and older people and people with like illnesses around the city. And it's been really lucrative and like fulfilling. Actually,
Yeah, that's the best thing when you can do something.
Yeah,
that you can
it's
make
like
money
it's
from, but helps
really
people.
dope.
When you said that, I'm doing something like that now because my wife's mother had dementia, and we would have to take care of her.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that the city and the state actually pays family members to take care of her instead of getting outside help.
Right.
They'll pay you because they say you do it anyway, and they'll give you money for it, so you can get a salary from helping your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather.
Wow.
So we starting a business like that where we're helping people get that money, that salary to help their loved ones.
Yeah. Before my mom passed, there was like nurses. She had nurses. My sister's paralyzed. My mom was like my mom got a nurse taking care of my sister. She got a nurse. You know what I'm saying?
How did your sister get paralyzed?
Like a stroke, something. It is, and it's not even a stroke. It's something. It was something in the brain with the blood vessels expanding, or
like an aneurysm.
But it wasn't.
Okay.
It's a proper term, but all of those terms are very close.
Right.
But yeah, so it's been a lot, but everything seems to be working itself out and playing out in a really good way.
That's what it is. Well, Pusha, the album is out right now. It's almost dry. I gotta thank Pusha too. A lot of you don't know that me and Pusha, we knew each other from when I was in college, and he used to come with me all the time to all the clubs, make sure I was safe. And
did you see any of the crazy things he used to do? Because I read his book.
He was there. Pusha was. You don't understand. It was one time I was DJing and they was throwing chairs and tables at me and Pusha.
Was it because of envy? It had to
No,
be.
probably because of us, and we hid behind him.
Yeah.
But
when I did my first car show, I called Pusha and I was like, I'm doing my car show, and he was like, come get he had his Ferrari. He was like, come get the Ferrari, and I came and got the Ferrari. And then when I delivered it, we dropped it by accident. We cracked it a little bit.
Wow.
Did you?
No, then they had to go fix it.
Wait a minute.
In front of it?
They probably did. I don't know.
In front of
Wow.
it. But he wasn't mad about that.
That's a nice friend.
It's just a car.
It's just a car.
It's just a car.
Did you call Envy when you heard all the news about like his book and how his wife couldn't orgasm, just to reassure him?
No.
Now I gotta explain it.
No,
So
bro, come on.
this-
I can't. I don't. Just don't.
All right, you're right.
Don't.
Pusha T.
Thank you.
The album is out right now.
Jesus.
It's almost
Yo,
dry.
he
What's wrong with
is
you,
wild.
man? It's the
Yes.
Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Any first responder will tell you, never try to beat a train. After braking, it can take a mile for a train to completely stop. So when you come to a rail crossing, stop, because trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Philip Ashley, he makes these chocolate covered cherries, and so I had a whole huge box of them that I ordered, and I think I ate like 8 of them in a row, and I had dessert.
Yeah, I love fat things. Okay, back in the day, you get high, you get the Sunbeam honey bun, put a Snickers on top of it, microwave it for 40 seconds, and then eat it with a spoon. Lord have mercy. And even though I've always been lactose intolerant, sometimes you risk it all and put some ice cream on top of that thing. Man, listen, that's good eating.
I remember I told you about this one time. I was in South Carolina. I think it was called the Thunder something.
Thunderbird, Florence,
The
South Carolina.
Thunderbird. Now, it looked like a cafeteria, but the food in there was amazing.
Yes.
And I must have went back to that line about 5 times.
It's a buffet.
The buffet,
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, all my fat stuff involves being high. You know what I'm saying? You get on them edibles, and I love to eat. So, if I know I'm going to do an edible, wherever we order food, I'm going to order what I'm going to eat, and then I'll order something
For later.
that I know I'm going to eat when I get the munchies later. The problem with that is it's usually a whole other meal.
It is.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
is. It's not a snack.
And
It's
you
a
know
meal.
what's really fat? When you eating, and while you eating, you like, God damn, this going to taste good later when I'm high. And I'm going to tell you what else makes you feel fat. When you done passed out from being high and drunk, and it's 12:30, 1 o'clock, and you wake up and you think about them leftovers, and you like, I gotta eat them now while I'm high, because they ain't gonna hit the same tomorrow when I'm not.
Hello, who's this?
This is Dre from Hampton.
Talk to us, Dre.
So check, on the cruise, right? They always got food 24 hours, right?
Right?
And then they got a set dinner time.
Correct.
Well, I was on this cruise one time, and I got a slice of pizza from the pizzeria, and I'm heading back into my room. As I'm heading back to my room, I'm ordering room service, but I'm about to go to dinner in 5 minutes.
I see the cruises do it dirty too, because it's free room service, it's free food. So I do that too. I order some food room service just in case you don't like the dinner, right? So you still good, and then you eat the dinner.
I've never been on a cruise.
Me neither.
I don't like cruises. I don't want to be in the middle of the ocean in a boat for all them days.
Hello, who's this?
It's Brandon.
Brandon, what's up, brother? What's the fattest thing you've done?
All right, check it out. So in the hood, you only got like a few choices of food. So anytime there's Chinese, I figured I mix them together. So I bought me a slice, then walked to the Chinese store, got me some fried rice with some beef and broccoli. And I took the slice out, put the beef and broccoli with the fried rice on top of the slice.
Oh, man. That's some good eating, King.
Food on top of the
King,
pizza?
that's some good eating, King. Woo. Was it shrimp fried rice?
Nah, it was regular fried rice with some onion.
Can you imagine the shrimp fried rice on top of a slice of pizza? Lord have mercy.
The mixture of the sauces and the taste.
Ooh, you eating, King.
How much you weigh, bro?
Thank you. How much I weigh?
Yeah.
I currently weigh 200.
Man, hey, I did that over the holidays. I hadn't had Chinese food in a long time. I went to Chopsticks in Teaneck, New Jersey. They're like a kosher Chinese restaurant, and they got them chicken egg rolls. I ordered 4 of them things. And I came home, my daughter asked for one, act like I ain't here. Because I knew what I wanted to do later with that egg roll.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Keita. How are you? Good morning.
Hey, Keita, we're talking about doing some fat things. Talk to us.
Yes, so the fattest thing I did was made a donut burger. So it had...
Oh, the Luther?
Say it again?
The Luther.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is the Luther?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's a hamburger patty with bacon on it, and I had like some extra bacon with a fried hard egg and a hash brown. And then you top it with the
donut.
Donut.
Yep.
Yep.
That's some real
She
fat-ish
said,
right
yep.
there. That's some real fat-ish.
Yep.
Y'all ain't never watched the Boondocks? That was an episode of the Boondocks, the Luther Burger.
Thank you, Mama.
I never tried it, though. Every time I say it, I'm too scared of that. I ain't never got that high.
All right, man. So now y'all feel fat? Y'all hungry like I am? What's the moral of the story?
And food is amazing, bro. The moral of the story is, I think your diet is a bank account, and good food choices are good investment. And it doesn't sound like y'all making good investments. Like I was talking about, we just random things. This sounds like this some of y'all regular everyday diet. All right, so just make sure you're making good food choices to make good investments. That's all. But man, food is life. Well, I love food so much.
Absolutely.
Lord have mercy. We all fat. We all trans fat, bro. And we just need to accept it. Don't nobody really like eating healthy?
No.
No.
Oh, healthy could be delicious. That's not true.
Sure.
It definitely
It don't taste like that.
Yeah,
fried
I don't
lobster.
sure.
It don't taste like them
Sure.
Krispy
Man, the
Kreme
juices
donuts.
Juices for life,
They don't taste
those
like that
are
macaroni
amazing. It's
cheese.
like dessert.
They good.
Yeah.
But that
They
ain't,
taste
nothing
delicious.
nothing tastes good like
Let
the
me tell you
thing.
something.
Mangoes, oh my God, I love a good juicy mango.
If all this stuff we
Grapes.
really love to eat was healthy, like if Krispy Kreme donuts kept us alive, guess what we'd be eating this morning right now?
I tried
You know what I
that.
mean? If Chick-fil-A is what gave us muscles, guess what we'd be eating this morning?
Remember what I used to eat every morning up here?
And I love
Sour
sauteed
Patch Kids,
sauteed spinach
Dunkin'
with
Donuts.
garlic. Yum.
All right, well, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Michelle Johnson of Brownsville called to use our outlet. She called to get some things off her chest, and this happened.
Michelle, tell them why you mad, Michelle.
Because I'm mad, and I was watching TV the other day, and I seen that Barack Obama want to go to war with Siri. Siri ain't never did nothing to nobody. I like Siri.
Siri?
Everywhere. Yes, Siri on the iPhone, Angela.
I think you're talking about Syria.
No, Siri on the iPhone, the one that lets me know everything I need to know, where I need to go, all the restaurants, all the popping restaurants, all the popping clubs.
No, God bless you. Barack Obama wants to go to war with Syria. Syria is a country. Siri is the feature on the iPhone.
When I was watching TV, he said he wanted to go to war with Siri.
That's SYRIA, Syria.
You got to stop watching
Middle
BET
East.
and watch more CNN, baby.
Well, y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Oh, we don't know. We talking
Okay.
Lord have mercy. Let us pray. That's why I don't be talking N-words after 5 p.m. Now, Siri, would you like to respond to Michelle Johnson saying Barack Obama wants to go to war with you?
Michelle, you dumb I'm Siri. Syria is a country.
Oh, man.
The world's most dangerous morning show.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the...
You just keep saying it. No, and we're going to keep that in.
we
You're
not.
not even know. We're going
we
to
not.
keep that in.
No.
Because this is the last Breakfast Club interview of the year, but it's also the last Breakfast Club interview in this studio.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And I'm actually glad that he's here.
That's
This is a great note to end on after 13 years.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Drewski is joining us.
Thank you,
Good
thank
morning.
you.
What up, Drewski?
No pressure, Drewski, but this is the last day. Like
Yeah,
Charlamagne
y'all
said,
don't give me the
pressure.
bull just because I'm the last one, though.
No,
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
You know why I'm glad you're here? Because you represent the now, but you also represent the future.
Yes.
And that's what the Breakfast Club is currently doing right now. We
like
represent the now, but we moving into the future. So it's good to
Yes.
have you here,
That's
brother.
perfect. I
How
like
you
that.
feeling, brother?
I feel good, man. I feel blessed. I'm actually super excited I'm up here because I literally sat back and watched y'all for so long. It's like one of those moments where it's like, damn, I'm here, you know? Yeah.
You
so-
get a lot of money, Drewski.
Nah,
you
come
getting a
on,
lot,
nah.
Drewski. Drewski, stop by.
You
First of all,
see how they try to just
first of
pop
all,
it off?
One of your partners was a close friend of mine, Hovain.
Oh, yes.
God bless
Rest in
him,
peace,
Dad.
Hovain, yeah.
Was he your manager? Or?
Yeah, at one point we worked together. Yeah, we not towards the end of it because business is business, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So, but he was a great guy though.
So I'm fully aware that you're getting money, Drewski.
Oh man.
Goodness gracious.
What makes you say that?
I mean, your outfit, your chain, and plus I see you on commercials.
This was a gift though.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm not just out here buying chains.
Who gave you that?
We'll talk about that later. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. I don't want to, put it out there. But yeah, it's a gift though.
So let's start from the beginning. How did it all get started? You went to Georgia Southern University.
Yes.
Now, and you wanted to be in sports broadcasting.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I think I just wanted to be on TV, man. It wasn't really about doing sports broadcasting. It was just like something I knew I could go to school for to entertain. I didn't know. I knew my parents wanted me to go to school, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna figure out a way to stay in school and do some cool shit,
Mm-hmm.
So that was like the go-to just to do that though. But I ended up doing what I really wanted to do now,
How did you make that pivot?
Dropping out of high school. I mean, dropping out of high school, dropping out of college.
So what year did you drop out?
I think I did 1 year at GGC, which is like a close school to where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to Georgia Southern, and I did like half a semester.
Jesus.
And just stopped going to classes, just all in general.
Let's talk about that mindset. Like, I never went to college, period. But so, what made you realize that you know what, college isn't the move for me?
I think, bro, just going up, those classes are so big. You don't even have like a real, like connection with none of the teachers. I think when I started out at the smaller school, I was cool because I still knew people where I was from. Mm-hmm. Everybody's still cool with each other. It felt like high school again. It's another year of high school. You get up to those big colleges, I thought it was about to be like a party. You know what I'm saying? You watch movies like ATL or Drumline and stuff, and you see like kind of like the college type. You're like, okay,
right.
All right. And I thought it was gonna be like that, but nah, man. I went all the way out there to that party school, and I ended up hating it, bro. I didn't like. Yeah, nah.
What made you hate it?
It just wasn't. I went out there for other reasons. I went out there thinking this is like the lifestyle I could live. Like, yeah, this is the real college lifestyle. And I ended up just hitting me in the mouth with it. Like,
but you thought it was going to be like partying and women? What you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, I wanted that, man. I wanted a real college experience because when you go to those small colleges, you don't get that. It's like I said, like it's high school again. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna step out here. I'm trying to get my deal on,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I needed that though because I ended up figuring out that I wanted to be a comedian when I didn't go to class that other semester.
So basically, you went to college and was like, "Damn, we still got to do work."
Yeah. It's actually worse because the teachers don't give a crap about you. The teachers, you even got to show up.
You got to do your work.
Yeah,
and if you don't, you fail.
Walk in. It's a lecture. It's 1,000 people sitting in here. They don't care who you are. You walk, man. Listen, man. It ain't for everybody.
Let's go back to. Okay.
I was gonna say, and where you going back? Because
I was gonna say, let's go back before college. Let's go back before high school. Because it just don't start. You just don't start being funny. Like I can watch you and tell this guy is naturally funny.
Right.
It's not performative. You had to be the class clown, the disruptor in school, something.
I was always the class clown, man, since I was like in elementary school. But I didn't know that's what I wanted. I wanted to do that, but I didn't know it was like a real profession that could like be my career.
Right.
So like I'm young and I used to go to second, third grade and I used to ask kids, be like, who do you think the funniest in our class is? And they'd be like, oh, you're so funny, man. Like, I thought that was like the cool thing. So every year, like my goal was like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm the funniest in this whole grade. Like I want everybody to agree that I'm the funniest. So it's just something I would put in the back of my head, but I never thought I would really end up making it a career, honestly. I just didn't think too deep into it. But I definitely have always been a class clown, man.
What did you do back in the day that you realized, like, okay, when you think about it now, like, I went too far back then?
All them ass whoopings, man. My dad was whooping my ass.
Really?
Let me talk about
Not
you went
ass.
too far. What did you go too far on?
What did I go too far on? What, in elementary school?
Yeah, like prank-wise.
So let me give you an example.
But the trauma, I'd rather hear about the trauma from the ass whooping.
Well, let me give you an example. So
Charlamagne
used to make fun of this kid that was mentally challenged.
Oh, man.
Right? And he would make fun of this kid all the time.
Yeah.
Until one day, the kid turned around and beat Charlamagne's ass.
He didn't beat my ass. He choked me. It's a difference. He put me in a dope fiend. He put me in the sleep.
They strong, though.
What?
Hey, I'm telling
Drewski?
you. No, they strong.
You have no idea.
Yeah, you got to see how they built. They stature built.
Right.
They always got big booties. So, You should know. Hey, I'm telling you, that's why I never did that. They just go into the bathroom. You know, when they go into the bathroom, they pull their pants all the way down. And I could tell from stature, I'm like, okay, this dude built up. He got some strong hind legs on. You don't mess with them, man. I'm telling you right now.
You post you up in the paint real well.
Yeah, man. I just always knew not to mess with them. I could tell. Yeah.
So why'd you bring up your daddy beating you?
Oh, man. That was just some...
Where you from, first of all?
And why he tried to make it seem like it was like just the worst thing. I think everybody got whoopings. Yeah, everybody got whoopings, man.
But you just volunteered the information.
Nah, I mean, that's really how I knew. Like, I was really wilding out when I was in elementary and middle school. Yeah. Go ahead. Say what you're saying.
No, that's it. But I will say this. The reason I say you probably wasn't wilding out like you thought you was, our parents, man, the way I don't know what year you was born, but I was born in 1978. The way we was raised, them ass cuttings we used to get, that was them projecting their trauma on us sometimes.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't deserve to get beat with no extension cord.
I think he might have, but
extension cord.
Yeah, he might have deserved it.
My dad was old school like that too, though. He used all types of.
He tried to light his house on fire. Like
that's not what happened. Drewski, he's lying.
Oh, man.
That's not what happened.
What's the reason?
I was in my room just playing with a lighter. I wasn't trying to light nothing on fire. I was just playing with the lighter. That's
what happened.
Nothing. Like I would light the carpet, put it out, light the carpet, put it out.
That's not trying to set the house. Like, have you ever said, you know what? Let me try to light my carpet.
Yeah, but I did stupid stuff too, like that. Like I was big on the stupid stuff, like putting I put a paper clip in a outlet, and it like blew up on me in my face, for real. And yeah, I did a little stupid stuff.
How long
like
you been suicidal?
No, I was not. What?
How old? Why did you try to kill yourself?
Nah, man.
Why did you try to kill yourself?
Why
would you do? Why?
It's just curious things, man. When people used to tell me, "Yo, don't do that," I'm like, I need to figure out the reason why. Why is everybody tripping if you put something in the outlet? Like, yo, I see plugs going there all the time. I got to see what's the reason behind that. So just. Stupidity, man. Yeah.
All right, we got more with Drewski when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Damn. Yeah. A career. So what was like your first breakout moment online, you think?
Man, I was doing so much during the pandemic. The pandemic was a great time for me because everybody was like tuned in to
everybody was home.
Anything online, anything. So I took over like the whole pandemic. I was doing skits about these white boys I went to college with. Kyle Rogger, where I would do this frat boy character that I would always mess around doing. And I did a lot of other stuff like that people could relate to and find as funny. We took over during pandemic. That was a good time for me. Not healthy, but yeah.
And what was your first big break? Like the first time people seen you? Because after the pandemic, everything went off. You did commercials. You were doing tours. You were doing everything. So what was that?
You on tour now? The coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, man. Coulda, woulda, shoulda tour, brother. Go get y'all tickets. I think the first big opportunity I was handed was Drake's "Laugh Now, Cry Later" video. That was a really, really big moment for me.
He reached out to you?
Yeah, he did.
The DM?
And it was really early on too, man. But I knew he was watching because he would laugh at certain stuff in the videos and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's crazy. And he reached out, asked for my number, and then we had a couple conversations. Next thing you know, he was like, yo, I need you to come to Oregon at the Nike headquarters, and we're gonna shoot this video. I got this concept, and I was just like, I was speechless. I didn't even know what to say,
Did you think it was really him when he hit you, or did you think it was somebody fake?
Nah, I knew it was him because he's one of those people that are like tapped in. He don't really let a whole bunch of people run his stuff. I knew it was him.
How much does one charge for that? Because you young in the game.
Yeah.
You probably just want the opportunity, so you're probably not even thinking about the money.
Drake calls us free.
Yeah, no. It wasn't. I think it was off the love, but also, they threw me something. It was a good check.
But see, the reason I brought that up is because a lot of times people don't recognize opportunity unless there's a paycheck attached to it. To me, that would just have been a great opportunity that I would have took.
Yeah. But see, I sacrificed a lot of other stuff during that time. Like I would go and do a whole bunch of stuff for free that I knew was a great opportunity. Like before Jack Harlow blew up, I went on tour with him for free.
Okay.
And literally because he was just like, yo, I can bring you on and you can host before I go up on stage, which was like small shows at the time. He was like, we only got one slot on the bus, so you can't bring none of your friends. I have no money. I don't have a budget to give you to come out. He was like, honestly, this could just help you just get experience on stage. And I was like, all right, bet.
Dope.
And I was like broke. Like I couldn't even pay my rent at the time. And I was like, I'm going. Like, it don't matter. He was like, I can pay for your meals, and we'll just figure it out. And that was one of those moments as well that was just like sacrifices, you know, just.
How long was y'all on tour?
Almost 2 months, I think.
Wow. Whoa. So this is great. You on tour for 2 months. He's paying for your food. I'm sure with hotels.
Nope. We was staying on that bus. Yeah, we doing truck stops. We was stopping at truck stops in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, man. We was
I
on
took
that
showers
bus.
and watched them at truck stops.
Yeah, like we even if they did get a hotel, it would be like one hotel room. Everybody's about to go in here. You go shower, you come out, you go shower, you go come out, you go shower, you come out, and everybody get right back on the bus. It never was like hotel rooms for everybody.
So Jack wasn't even Jack yet.
Yeah, not yet. But he, you know.
Man, there's nothing better than that, man.
Yeah, man.
And now y'all both have come up together, you know what I'm saying? He's blow up to be a big star. Now he can give you even better looks.
Yeah, man.
You know?
His house Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I see y'all did y'all research, huh?
How was that?
When you said the food was terrible, I understand.
Yeah, I can't even trash it, man, because I don't know who cooked it. You know, I thought it was his mom. I can't trash it for that because I love that lady, but somebody was cooking that stuffing in there. I don't know who it was.
It was somebody white, I'm sure.
Yeah, his whole family. Yeah.
So were you reminded in that moment, like, oh man, Jack's cool as hell, but he's really white?
Yeah. I think they were singing Kumbayas for Thanksgiving. They be singing like songs and stuff.
Yeah,
they're big on that. You know, they print out these sheets kind of like y'all got, and they pass them around to the kids, the moms, the aunts, and they singing white spiritual songs.
So what did you do when they were singing? You were singing?
I was just staring there, but I think I was recording. I was like, yo, is this some type of like, yo, I don't know. I didn't know if it was a ritual or something. You know.
Did you act like the food was good while you was there?
I definitely put on a little bit. Yep. I definitely misled them.
Only
them
to tell the world later on.
Yeah, I feel bad. That's why I was saying I feel bad. I don't know who's cooking the stuff, but somebody don't know what they doing.
Damn, it was that bad?
You know, they like to put breadcrumbs and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just, you top it off with breadcrumbs. It'd be like green beans, top it with breadcrumbs. Macaroni, top it with breadcrumbs. Why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Raisins in the potato salad?
Pointless stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Jack was acting like it slapped.
Oh, yeah. You know, that's just spam, though, man. They cool. I tell you that, though. They cool. They might not be able to cook. They cool, though.
So what'd you do? Say, hey, man, Jack, take me to KFC or something.
Man, I was in there singing them Kumbayas, man. You crazy. I ain't say none of that.
And did you spend the night at his house?
I think around that time we were on tour, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think we might have got back on the bus after that. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So what does this coulda, woulda, shoulda tour look like?
Oh man, this is about to be amazing. This is a great tour. You're gonna get me. You're gonna get some of Coulda Been Records. You know,
who's on Coulda Been Records?
Oh man, we ain't signed nobody yet, but we looking.
Oh, you looking?
We always looking. You know, and I always say this: it's not about talent. Some people just got the look, right? And it's always it's. I feel like sometimes people just have what it takes to be in my presence, you know. Okay. So yeah. With that being said, you know,
you think y'all ever drop music?
We ain't to that point, man. I'm still disciplining some of the artists that we looking to sign. I'm still disciplining.
Mm-hmm. You tried to sign NBA, right?
Yeah, I tried to sign him, man. He's an interesting cat.
Why you say that?
He's just, you know, bipolar. Yeah, try to get on the same page with him. I never can though.
Who else did you try to sign that didn't?
I think I tried to get Kodak.
I remember Kodak.
Yeah, I tried to get Kodak. He didn't like that I presented the opportunity in the way I did.
How'd you present it?
I just told him, I said, yo, we passed on your opportunity. But we still look at he ain't like that.
No? I can see why.
Yeah.
And I also see you a love interest in the video.
In my cousin's video.
Which one?
My cousin. Chloe Bailey.
Oh, that's your cousin?
Yeah.
So they say.
Are you really?
No, dead ass.
Oh, yeah,
like third,
man.
fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
It's my girl. Yeah. Chloe Bailey. That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all do a lot of IG lives together.
Yeah.
People think y'all really dating.
Yeah.
Really?
That's just a rumor. We did a movie and everybody talks and stuff. Yeah. I'm the love interest in the movie that we're doing. Yeah.
What's the movie? I didn't hear about
Praise
that.
This. It's actually going to be a very funny movie. It's a
you have a love scene?
Like love making? Hey, I'm saying, like, what's a love scene? I don't know. Nah, it's a church movie, man. It's a family movie. It's a family movie. They ain't talking about love, making. I wouldn't be against it, but I tell you what, she's a very beautiful individual. She's very hardworking, and that movie's got to be amazing.
All right, we got more with Drewski when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I guess the OG comics, because there was this thing one time where OG comics would be like, oh, people from the internet aren't real comics.
Yeah. Why do you think I bring this tea up here, though?
To look like
Because, to look like I know what I'm talking about. I seen the OGs coming up here doing it. I seen like Kevin Hart and them. You know, I seen them bring tea, so I'm like, all right, let me make a statement. Let me bring hot cocoa up here, you know?
That's true. That's true. That is true. And you know,
so that's one of my, that's one of my things I knew I was going to do when I came up here.
Drink tea.
Yeah, I was just going to bring something just to look like I'm noble. You know? Just to look.
Now, when you go on the road with Drama and Wiz Khalifa and all those, how is doing that? Because you're a comedian amongst all these artists. Is that difficult? Because they want to see people perform.
You're saying like when we're just chilling, hanging out?
No, when you're on tour, when you're working.
Oh, when I'm on tour.
Yeah, on stage.
Nah, that's not hard, man. You know, those are the ones that show love the most. I like when people come out and come to shows and stuff. Yeah, that's nice.
But you never answered the question about, do you feel, you got to get these OGs respect as a comedian?
Yeah, I think that always happens, man. And I think you just gotta go through the hard work. The first thing Kevin Hart told me when I went to his show and I'm backstage, and I was just watching him, everybody congratulating him, like, oh my God, it's a great show. Oh my God. And I was just looking at him from across the room because they invited me to the green room, and I'm just like, all right, when's my moment to say what's up? Like I was kind of nervous, and I'm expecting just to be like, yo, you had a great show. Dude breezes past me and he looks at me and said, stop being a bitch. I was like, what the hell is he talking about, man? And I had my hand extended out, like, hey, what's up, man? I thought he was gonna be like, hey, you killing this shit, man. He walked past me again. He said, I'm telling you, stop being a bitch. And I'm like, what the f-? So I'm asking his boys. I'm like, what is Kevin talking about for real? And he walked up to me.
Get on that stage.
And he said, get on that stage. He said, stop acting like you too good to do stand up. He was like, you doing all the little hosting the tours. He said, but you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. He said, see, y'all scared, man. He said, these new cats, y'all scared. Y'all think y'all got all the fame. Y'all think y'all the shit. He said, stop being a bitch. I'm like, man. And that hit my soul, man. And I started going to these open mics and working on my set, and you got to fail before you.
We always ask, you remember your best show and your worst show?
Mm-hmm.
What was the worst show? Let's start with worst.
I had a really, really terrible experience more recently. I tried to say a joke.
What city?
This was in Atlanta. I was just going on an open mic, and it just fell very flat.
What was the joke about?
I'm trying to remember. I think I told a story.
That traumatizing? You had to forget?
Nah, yeah. That I just wanted to erase that from my mind. I can't think of the joke I said, but it was something about like my past. Yeah, it fell flat though. Like I think somebody clapped, like in agreement with me, and I said, okay, that wasn't what I wanted. I'm not up here preaching, man. Somebody started, they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, hey, man, expecting a laugh here.
So what do you do from that? So now you're Drewski. Now this is recent. So this is Drewski.
Yeah.
Millions of followers. You're on tour. You go on stage. They cheering because they're excited to see you. You tell them.
I said it straight. I tell them as soon as I get out there, I say, hey, man, I'm working on stuff. Y'all don't expect nothing because people try to stand up and do stand ovation. But when you're working on your set for like a big show that's coming up, you got, hey, I just walked up there and say, hey, y'all know, hey, I am Drewski, yes, but I'm working on stuff. Don't expect no big, my best jokes right now, But that's how you get better though. That's the best way.
How'd you walk off stage after they did that? Did you just end right there?
I think I tried to say something else. And I followed. I said, "That's my time." Just try to say, you try to do something, and just that's my time, y'all. Thank y'all.
I want to go back to what you said about Kevin.
Talk about the best show. We talking about the worst show.
Oh, why?
Like the worst show.
About positive stuff.
So, what was the best show? Do you remember your best show you had?
I think my best show. I did a piece of Could Have Been when I was on the Lil Baby and Chris Brown tour, and I had this dude come out who was previously on my Instagram Live, and he came out and danced and like. The crowd, it was hilarious. Like I was just reacting to everything he did, and that was a really good show.
So you wasn't telling no jokes.
It was more. It was a whole bunch. It was like improv. It was like I was just out there just wilding out. Like I was with the crowd, and sorry for cussing.
No, go ahead. But to that point, I knew exactly when Kevin said stop being a bitch. I knew exactly what he was saying to you because that's what all OGs do.
Yeah.
But do you have to hit the stage? that might not be your thing.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I
but
feel like-
he's saying stop being a bitch, as in like go out there and try it before you act like you too good to be doing, or don't be out here acting like you know, don't be acting like you the shit, and you ain't even tried something that, you know, could be potentially huge for you. So he's not necessarily saying I have to be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
He's just saying like, yo, go try it out. What do you?
Because on the
what are
flip
you
side,
scared?
there's stand-up comedians that can't do what you do online.
Yeah.
They can't do. They're not good
Yeah.
in sketch. Like
Yeah.
you might be a great sketch
Yeah.
performer. Not
Yeah.
saying that you can't be both. I'm just
Yeah.
saying you might be. That might
You
be
right,
your
though.
lane.
You right. Only time will tell.
The only time, but
We'll see if I get booed off another stage, or not even booed, another clap like that.
yeah.
Another clap like that might wrap it up.
I saw you with Speedy, and you was talking about how when you're with like A-list celebrities, paparazzi ignores you. That bothers you?
Not anymore. I haven't gone out to where it's like that anymore. I did at one point in time. It was like that though.
Yeah, of course. You walking with Jack Harlow, they say, "Excuse me, can you step to the side and just take?" Yeah.
And around the time I was hanging with like Odell, you know, he's a big timer, man. So, you know, I actually get inspired by it. Like I will leave and I'll be like, damn, that's so cool. You know what I'm saying? One day, just one day, man.
So it motivates you.
Yeah, it's motivation for real. Yeah.
Has any celebrity just walked past you, didn't speak to you at all, and continue to ignore you?
Oh,
you just
man.
always remember that, but like, all right, I'm gonna get that back.
Yeah, well, nah, it's not even I get that back. Hollywood is weird, man. These people, like, you'll see somebody be like, oh my God, man, hey, I love you, boy. I love you. Next time you see that dude, his be like, you like, what? Like, yo, you my boy, man. You remember? And it'll be a big time person. You be like, yo, it's just wishy-washy, man.
Wow.
It's, you know, that's Hollywood, though. I'm sure y'all have seen people act different.
They come and they go.
Yeah, man.
We've been around a long
Absolutely.
time, and you know what's so interesting? The people who are actually somebody. Like I'm talking about, like the Jay-Z's, Beyonce's of the world, nicest people.
Yeah.
But walk in the room, say what's up to everybody, introduce themselves.
Yes.
But then it's these one-hit wonders that be acting all extra.
Oh, man.
But you know what I think it is? I think when you come from a certain environment, you have a notion in your head of what you think a celebrity's supposed to act like.
Yeah.
You know?
See, that's the problem, though. A lot of people believe that they have to act like that. You know, like, yeah, I'm big time now. I gotta act like I don't mess with people like that. That's twisted, man. That's backwards.
Now I want to go back. What you said something earlier about I don't know what the politically correct term is now. Mentally challenged folks. But you talk about how fat their asses were.
What? That's what you want to go back
Now,
to?
no, because I noticed something, Drewski. You noticed asses, and I'm gonna tell you what I noticed that.
Yeah, man.
When I forgot what performance it was, but Jack Harlow was performing on a plane. And he had all his friends on the plane.
That. Yeah.
You were looking at Jack's ass.
He was sitting in the chair.
Yes, go back and yes, you were. Yes, you were.
I remember I dapped him.
You dapped him, and then you was like,
And you leaned over.
yes.
But I think what had happened, he dropped something out of his pocket. I think his wallet.
He didn't bend
dropped.
over.
He didn't bend over. Something dropped, and I'm like, oh, there you go. He was performing, so I couldn't even say nothing. But I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, okay. He dropped something out of his pocket. I think it might have been his wallet.
It was his back pocket then.
Yeah, it was back pocket.
Now you look.
Y'all believe me, right?
No.
you
Yo,
looked
come
over.
on, man. Hey,
I don't care. I just want to know.
I ain't gonna come up to Breakfast Club and lie. I seen something drop, man. Yeah, I wasn't looking at that, man. You know.
It's okay.
It's
I'm
performing.
It's all right. If that's what you into, it's cool.
Now ain't nobody said all
Hey.
You see how you trying to
Hey,
paint
hey.
I was just asking a question. How long have you been noticing asses?
Brother, I was born in 94.
Okay.
What that mean?
I have nothing. It sounded like I was, you know. That's why, you know, I keep grabbing that tea. Yeah, keep grabbing that tea. It make me seem like I know what I'm talking about. I got nothing. No, y'all stupid, man.
What's next for Drewski, man?
Yes, what Drewski got coming up?
This coulda, woulda, shoulda tour.
For future reference, know when people ask you that, the interview might be wrapping up. So just know that. Just know that.
What's next for Drewski?
It's up to you.
Yeah, what's next for Drewski?
It's really when people say things like, "What's next for Drewski?"
Be prepared.
What you got coming up? It could,
yeah.
It could go either way.
Go either way.
Or when they say, "Give me your Instagram." That's it's time.
Don't do me like that. It's the last one now. I got a lot in store, man. We're writing scripts for this movie for me and Jack right now. We're actually in process of a TV show that will be coming to FX. That Kevin Hart is also involved in producing.
Wow, you and Jack?
No, not with me and Jack. Me and my friends are actually writing a movie for me and Jack right now.
Okay.
To shoot, ourselves and my team.
What's the TV show at FX?
The TV show at FX is based on my life in high school. Yeah, being like a super senior.
That's intriguing.
Yeah, man.
Because, you know, Kev executive produced Lil Dicky's show, Dave, which I love.
Man.
Dave funny as
Yes.
So they gonna really let you do your thing.
Yeah, man. We at that green light stage where everything is coming to.
Yeah,
man.
Well, Drewski, we appreciate you for joining us, brother.
Give me your Instagram.
So we can wrap this up. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to do it, man.
It won't be the
last
time, man. You on your way. Like Drewski is absolutely, positively gonna be a big star in this industry. Everybody sees it. Everybody knows it. All you gotta do is keep your head on straight, and the sky's the limit.
And we might need you for a couple of days too.
Yeah,
we're gonna have some celebrity hosts with us and some guest hosts and stuff like that. So we might need you for a couple of days if you're in town.
All right, man. Yeah, definitely. Let's do it.
No, for real.
Man, we serious.
Where? What's the event?
When we're when we're moving,
when we booking that?
We're moving to a new studio,
okay.
And Angelique has her own show now. So we're not rushing. To get a new co-host, so we're going to rotate guest hosts for a long time.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. So when you're in town and you got something you want to promote, just pull up and do the radio show with us in the morning.
Let's do it.
All right,
I'm down.
But for real, give me your Instagram.
Like, wrap this up, please. Yo, y'all follow me at Drewski. Tickets for the Coulda Woulda Shoulda tour will be on forlifeisworld.com. Y'all go get that.
All right. Well, it's Drewski. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Don't be out here acting like a donkey.
Hee-haw, bitch. Hee-haw.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I'm a big boy. I can take it. If he feel I deserve it, ain't no big deal.
I know Charlamagne guy gonna have some funny shit say out his mouth.
If you gotta say something you may not agree with, doesn't mean I'm mean.
Who's getting that donkey?
That donkey. That don't.
Donkey of the day right there.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
You can call me the donkey of the day, but I mean no harm.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, April 12th goes to Julianne Budge. Julianne Budge is a 47-year-old woman from Utah who was arrested in a hit-and-run accident. Sadly, the two people that she hit have transitioned. Two men whose names have not been released, two brothers, died at St. George Regional Hospital after witnesses attempted life-saving measures at the scene. Sending healing energy to the families of those individuals, and may God be pleased with their souls. Situations like this will never sit right with me because I hate when people lose their life because of the carelessness and recklessness of others. Okay, I don't know when we will realize that the number one thing that keeps us safe out here on this planet is human behavior. That's it. We are all relying on each other to stay safe. And when you do things like decide to drive under the influence, it is one of the most selfish decisions you can make because you're not caring about your life so much that you decide to get behind the wheel of a car knowing you got no business driving. That is not just a blatant disregard for the life God gave you. It's a blatant disregard for the life of everybody else who is on the highway with you. Okay, imagine being the person who's not under the influence, got their seatbelt on, license, registration, insurance, all up to date. You driving the way you're supposed to, doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and you get in the accident. Okay, hit by some donkey who decided they just had to drink or get high before they got behind the wheel. That is what happened in this situation, except it was two bicyclists, okay? But I'm sure they had their helmets on. They were in the bike lane. I guarantee they were doing what they needed to do to keep the ecosystem safe. And here comes the rupture. That is Julie, okay? Now, Julie told authorities that she had been admitted to a hospital the previous day and had been taking fentanyl through an IV drip. She also failed a field sobriety test after the accident, and that's when police decided to lock Julie's ass up for suspicion of driving under the influence. So let's be clear. Julie arrested in a hit-and-run accident while under the influence that killed two people. That's the real story. That's what happened. We could wrap Donkey of the Day right here. Okay, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. When I tell you some Donkey of the Days just sell themselves, trust me when I tell you this hee-haw is selling. But that ain't the only reason Julie is getting the credit she deserves for being stupid this morning. Okay, see, when Julie first got caught, that's not what she told police. Okay? Of course she didn't. Not at first. She didn't say, hey, I'm under the influence. That's why I ended up hitting and running and killing two bicyclists. Nope. She had another excuse. And when I tell you she pulled this one out of her ass, I mean it literally, according to her, came out of her ass. See, Julie told police that the crash happened when she began defecating on herself uncontrollably due to a medical condition. I'm not making this up. I'm looking at the headline in the NY Post. The headline reads, Utah woman blames fatal hit and run on uncontrollable defecation. Where I'm from, we call that diarrhea. Okay, good old butt mud, poo goo, poo water, that anal flavored yoo-hoo. Let's go to Fox 13 Salt Lake City for the report, please.
An update tonight from southern Utah. We're learning more about the person police say hit and killed two brothers in Washington City this weekend. Investigators say the two men were among dozens of cyclists who were in the bike lane participating in the spring tour of St. George. They were hit around 2 yesterday afternoon on Telegraph Street in Washington City. 47-year-old Julie Ann Budge of Hurricane told police she had a medical issue.
See, Julie told police the crash happened when she began defecating uncontrollably due to a medical condition. Okay? Jesus. All right. Julie told police that she had various medical issues, including irritable bowel syndrome, and that condition made her defecate on herself without warning, which caused her to swerve into the men. She also admitted she hit the cyclist, but she presented yet another excuse when she said she couldn't get her vehicle to stop. Now, I done read a bunch of articles about this situation and listened to a bunch of different news reports. If you were going to blame this and run, okay? Man, I wish I could curse right now because according to Julie, it wasn't just a hit and run, it was a hit and run. Okay, sugar, honey, iced tea. If you're going to blame this accident on your anus having a dishonorable discharge, okay, if there is a sudden muddy playing condition going on in your drawers, then I have one question. Where is the doo-doo? Okay, I didn't see one police report that said we found biscuits and brown gravy anywhere on you. Okay, I have sharted on myself before. You sharted on yourself before, right, Envy?
I have.
Yes. Okay. Happened to me in Columbia, South Carolina, the 803. Drop on the clues bomb for the Metro.
Happened to me right up here.
Oh, it happened to you? Oh, yeah, that's when you threw your drawers in the trash can.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. That's when they really thought some wild stuff was going on in this building. Okay. All right. But just like the record show, it happened to me years ago when I was leaving a Jamaican spot. And, you know, when your stomach gets to bubbling and you can feel that anal eruption starting to happen when that hits your pants, it startles you, but it doesn't make you drive off the road. Okay, when you're riding in a Chevy and you're feeling something heavy, all right, you know what it is. It's diarrhea. And guess what? When I turned my underwear into a fudge fountain, I've never driven so perfect in my life. Okay, I don't want to swerve and look like I'm out of control when I had some Jinko jeans full of chocolate coleslaw. So, Julie Budges, who did you expect to believe this? Okay, and I go back to my original point. If you tell me that doo-doo is the cause of your accident, as a police officer, I want to see the doo-doo. That is evidence, all right? Now Julie Bridges is being charged with, let me look it up, 2 counts of automobile homicide due to criminal negligence, 2 felony counts of failure to remain at an accident involving death, 2 counts of DUI with serious bodily injury by negligent operation, and 1 alleged count of it being a in-run. She was also slapped with a misdemeanor charge of reckless driving and an infraction for improper lane travel. The moral of the story is, can we all start looking out for each other better? Please. Please give Julie Budges the biggest hee-haw. 2 people dead just because of the negligence of 1 person. Human behavior, us collectively, are the only reason we're keeping each other safe. We have to make a conscious effort every day to do the right thing so we don't end up hurting somebody else.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Man, very requested guest. Highly requested guest.
Really?
Yes. Tony Baker is here.
Wow.
What's happening, my brother?
Man, for the first time, this is debut. I love y'all, by the way. I want to interview y'all. Like, I want to ask y'all the questions. So tell me, how'd y'all get in radio?
Yeah, you're good at that. And listen, Ida Rodriguez, I know she absolutely loves you. She always talks about you. So she hit me too. She was like, are you going to have Tony Baker on the show? I'm like, it's already taken care of.
Yes, that is my dog right there, for sure, 100%.
Now, I had everybody hitting me from Sean King to the comedians like Isaiah Kelly. I'm like, well, damn.
Everybody on Instagram.
Yeah. Because it was like, man, I want to be on the Breakfast Club. I always wanted to be on it. I was like, I'm doing Caroline's this weekend.
That's right.
Let me just, put it out there in the universe.
You didn't need our help for that, though, because you sold that out quick.
Man, yeah, it sold out. I was like, New York pulled up. Because New York always in the comments section. When you coming to New York, son? When you could word is born, son? when you coming? And I was like, all right, if I come out there, buy the tickets early, and they did.
Now I saw a bit you did when you returned the stage, man. 'Cause I know condolences on your son.
Oh, thank you.
You know, but I was very intrigued because I was like, how does a comedian approach something?
Right.
You know, like this. So how have you been holding up, first of all?
This has been like the scariest I've ever been comedically. Like normally, like I'm the type of comedian that I talk about whatever's going on in my life. And then I talk about like on the surface stuff, like, you know, observations and stuff like that. But then, you know, I always include what I'm going through in my life. And so with that, it was like, you know, comedy. My son passed August 3rd in a car accident, for those that don't know. And then I went on the road August 25th to Atlanta. So I was like, and I needed the comedy. I needed to, you know, keep working and making people laugh as part of my, you know, therapy. And so I was like, but I'm scared to do it because people saw me lose my son in real time. So it's not like, you know, you just see me and like, man, he lost his son, but we didn't know him then, so we can kind of detach from that reality.
Yeah.
So now I'm scared to bring that material out because the crowd is hurting too. So they're mourning with me. So it's just like, man. So I finally did it on Keep Your Distance, which is a virtual comedy show that Kev on Stage does. And it went well. I told the audience, look, man, I need to talk about this, so y'all need to open up. And then they received it.
Yeah,
I saw some of the things that you said.
Yeah,
too, so.
about the cremation, like, you know, how do I know it's really him in the urn?
Yeah.
I want to know. I need to check this dust right here.
And I thought it was funny, but I was like, am I supposed to laugh?
Yes. That's the weird part, but it's like there's comedy everywhere. You just got to be able to find the sweet spot, I guess, to be able to make it relative and like funny.
That's what Marlon Wayans said when he was up here. He was like, when you're a comedian, even a funeral, you can find some type of.
Absolutely.
And he said that exact same thing.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, because I'm sitting there and I'm laughing. You know, I was able to laugh, like, you know, the day he passed, I'm laughing, you know, crying. You know, I still cry daily, but it's like I laugh at stuff every day too. So it's like, I was like, man, I never thought, you know, you never know how you're gonna react to stuff until it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the country, man. I'm from North Carolina, South Carolina, so we laugh at everything. But I feel like sometimes with comedians, it's like an obligation to be funny. But what if I don't feel like being funny right now?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
There's those moments where it was just like, I guess it was just in me, and I found that out going through that. I was just like, man, I'm still cracking jokes.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. Like at the funeral, I'm doing a set. You know, I did 15 minutes at his funeral, just like, yeah, man, crying. And then I would be like, yeah, he was always late. So I'm sure he was late to the afterlife, too. Like, God was like, man, yo, I called you 20 minutes ago. What took you so long? I had to put lotion on.
Yeah.
You don't get ashy here. You never know. You got to look good.
And I saw you said that the crowd gets tight, right? So when crowds get uncomfortable, as a comedian, you're used to, I guess, loosening them up, right?
Yeah. So going up there, like, I'll cuss the crowd out. That's the kind of comedian I am. Like, if the comedian is, if the crowd is too stiff, I'll cuss them out. Like, you know, because like there's certain rooms where they be like, prove it to us, and they just sit there, arms folded, and then
I saw somebody bring her boyfriend to a comedy show, and he was sitting there like mad the whole time, right in the front too.
You can't be in the front with that energy.
And
Take
then,
that to the back.
They ripped him.
Yeah, you should be. If you're gonna be in the front, we need the energy. Fake it. But if you're going to be arms folded, McGee, sit in the back. Sit your ass in the back with that energy. You be like, look out, man. But with this type of topic, and it's not like I was forcing myself to find the material, because some comedians do too much and they feel like I have to make everything funny out of everything. For me, it was just organic. It was just like, you know, I'd be looking at my son's urn. It's right in the living room. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, how do I know that's him in there? They could have handed me any type of your son.
That's true, though. Yeah.
So I was like, yo, can I take this on Maury to make sure this is my son in here? You know what I'm saying? The DNA.
You know what's so crazy about that when I heard you say it? I think I would have to watch. I know it's cruel as it sounds, only because they be harvesting organs and stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure y'all...
Oh, you want to watch the process
I want to make sure y'all
in the oven.
I want to make sure everything is gone.
Is that what you want to be cremated also?
Oh, definitely. Throw me in that oven. 375.
Man,
nice slow roast. I want to be slow roasted. Put some seasonings in there too if you want to.
I don't know if
Slow
375
roast
is hot enough.
it. No, I don't think. But that's y'all want it to last like a week. Be like slow roast me if they can. You know what I mean? So y'all want to be cremated?
I haven't thought about it, man.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
You want to be buried?
Why do you want to be cremated?
Because we're running out of real estate.
That is true.
So you don't want to.
It's overcrowded. It's like, especially New York. We drove through Queens. It's all cemetery.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you. So just because of overcrowding.
Yeah, like, because, or they got to dig up them old bodies of people that died in 1869. You got to get out of there.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody coming to visit you no more. You died in 1869.
Oh, my God.
Your family moved.
But that is true. I guess it's more inexpensive, too, like as far as having to buy a plot of land and having to get a casket, because caskets are expensive, too.
Yeah, and you dead.
And then an outfit. You need an outfit.
What you care?
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Just throw me in there.
Yeah, because you have to have on like something nice.
Yep.
And,
that's
you
a
gotta
waste
get
of
the
a good
makeup.
outfit. Waste of a good outfit. You
That's
wasting
real.
a good suit.
That's real.
And then you sitting there in one location. Like, what if you don't like the location no more? Your
That's
family
real.
done moved to different states. I'm like, scatter me around, put me in a garden of a nice house, and just sprinkle me right there. He would love this house. Sprinkle me. The owner would come out. What you doing out there? You just run off.
Yeah.
But I was
I'm
thinking about
already
those
there.
movies where they're like, don't bury me, I'm not dead.
Oh yeah, buried alive.
Yeah, so what if like,
You was still alive and they threw you in
now
the
I
oven?
got cremated.
Yeah. But you did. They already did your autopsy. You could have woke up then. But y'all better start thinking about this, man. It's coming.
I know, we were
I got
talking
about
about it.
50
I
more
saw you
years.
post the funeral where he was in the club.
Yeah, he was standing on stage. And I was like, yo, that's how I want my funeral, though.
See? We were talking about this the other day. I want a party.
Do you want us to have your ashes in the club?
No. I want keep my body for the actual
Party.
game night. I want a game night though. I don't want the club because I'm not a club goer.
Okay.
So prop me up at the table, Uno cards in my hand, and you pay your respects. You put that reverse down. Come back to his tone, reverse.
Yeah.
That's a good funeral right there. That's how I was living. Or on stage with a mic.
Okay.
Right.
Whatever you was into. Like for y'all would be
comedy
propped up in the radio station.
I don't know if that's how I wanted.
You got Charlamagne in the corner, you know what I'm saying, stirring the pot. So put like a pot here, and he's stirring it. Have Angela Yee did with the info on the guests, like hard-hitting
What would Evie be
questions. Doing an interview, just be over here not really knowing who the guest is, and like, give me your top 5 such and such.
Charlamagne's like, let me take that question over.
Give me your top 5 real estate investments of all time.
All right, we have more with comedian Tony Baker. When we come back, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yeah.
All right, so look, you guys just talked about Gerard Carmichael. Did you watch his special?
Yes.
Rothania. What did you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't laugh a lot, but I loved it. I'm for real.
No,
though.
it was
God damn,
because it was like a
It's
community
real, yeah.
gathering where he's interacting with the audience.
It felt like he wasn't forcing the jokes. He wasn't forcing the comedy. It was like you can laugh or you can not. When he came out, I feel like the laughter revved up after that. So there was some good things in there, but it felt very personal. It felt like a conversation. And, there was a moment in there that hit me personally when he said his mom was silent.
Right.
So that give me space here. Like, I need y'all around. They was like, yeah, we hear you, but we gonna give you space anyway.
You know why, man? It's so difficult when you have a loved one and they lose somebody really close to them because you don't know how to show up for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You let them know I'm here for you if you need me.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to show up for you. It's
Right.
weird, man. It's strange.
And that's why I told him, I was like, you don't have to. When people are grieving, I think we overthink it a lot, and we be like, man, I got to come in there and I gotta hit them with some hard hitting. I got to come in and say,
I gotta have that quote.
God puts things in place to where you don't have to do all that. You can just be like, for me, I hate talking on the phone. Like notoriously, don't call me. And so all I need is a text, like thinking of you, love you, bro. There's my boy Demetrius. He texts me every single day, love you, bro, and that's all I need.
Why do you hate talking on the phone?
I hate talking on the phone.
But why?
Former drug dealer, PTSD.
No, because you got to show up first of all.
On the phone?
On the phone, you got to be there. You got to have energy. You got to have the back and forth. A lot of people just want to call you.
No, that's real.
And talk to you and vent. and you just sitting there taking it, and I wasn't ready to take it. So now I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now that's crazy to death. And then it's like, you got to be on. Then when you get quiet, it's like, man, you good? Why you quiet? I'm just, this is all I got. So all of that, I got to prep for it. So it's like, man, what you want?
So you seem like you would be a phone talker from watching like your podcast and stuff like that. It feels like you would be like a good phone conversationalist.
Right. I mean, I can hang in there. I can hold my own. But if I don't feel like talking, I just be like, that's crazy, Angela. Yep, that's crazy. Man. Sometimes you just got to hang in there. You know what I'm saying? Take it one day at a time.
You got people that take advantage of that? You got people that take advantage of that? Like they know what time to call you? Like, let me call him like around 9:30 a.m. when he's just getting up.
This is what I know people do. They'll text me, and then I'll text back, and they'll call me right after that. So they know.
You're paying it. You have your phone.
Exactly.
Yep.
They know you can answer right now. Yeah. And I still watch it die. I will watch that phone call die off in my hand. I'll be like...
Or if you post something on social media and then they call you right after, they're like,
boom.
I know he's on his phone. He just posted.
He just posted this. Yeah. And I see it too. I'm like, I just posted. Now they call me. I will watch that phone call die off.
Do you ever not post because you don't want anybody to call you?
Yes. I've done that. So you don't like the phone either?
I talk on the phone. You know when I talk on the phone for real? When I'm in the car, mostly.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I'm driving and I got the Bluetooth, it's easier for me, like while I'm just driving, because I got to be here anyway. There's nothing else I could really be doing at the same time.
You can multitask, especially when you got the good, when you talking to them, like it's like they're in the ceiling of the car. You're just like, yes, I told it right. And sometimes you got to, take it one day at a time. I can do it then. But if I'm at home, nah, man, text.
Well, Tony Baker, thank you for coming, my brother.
Yeah, you got to come back again.
Oh, if y'all don't promise me a good time.
Absolutely.
Done. That's done.
Because I got y'all DMs now.
Follow us now.
Oh, man, it's over for y'all, man.
It's Tony Baker. It's The Breakfast Club.
Yes.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Any first responder will tell you, never try to beat a train. After braking, it can take a mile for a train to completely stop. So when you come to a rail crossing, stop, because trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Mind thing, you'll do it so much just to feel like, your nerve bad, you'll say you need to smoke. But also the nicotine and tobacco, you become addictive to it. Mm-hmm. So you pretty much could have that element of smoking to feel like you calm your nerves down without having the elements of the nicotine and tobacco being addicted to it. Actually have things like miracle berries inside of it, which is good for, like in West Africa, it's very, very popular to help regulate your bodily functions and help keep your blood level. So it's pretty much a healthier alternative.
Yeah, because a lot of people smoke hookah, not necessarily because they enjoy hookah, but like sometimes you don't want to drink too much because you got to drive home.
Correct.
Right? And when you go to the club and you don't necessarily drink, there's nothing to do. Right?
Exactly.
You can't, you dance, you hanging with your homies, but also you want something to do. So a lot of people smoke hookah because of that. Mm-hmm. So now, how did you get the idea to create this hookah pen?
I love to smoke hookah, but I don't smoke cigarettes, don't smoke marijuana, nothing like that. Mm-hmm. And it was to the point where I complained about people smoking cigarettes, but not realizing smoking hookah, I was smoking like a pack of cigarettes. So I was like, what is a way for me to still do what I love? That's a hobby of mine. I just love to smoke hookah, but kind of like not feel guilty about it, putting things in my body that I typically wouldn't, prefer to put in my body. So I knew it was a way to create the element of smoking hookah without using the nicotine and tobacco and to use the fruit, because if you really think about it, you go to these hookah places, you could kind of get shisha put into a fruit head, and the fruit head doesn't burn, you still could smoke out it. So I knew that was the way to incorporate both of them and make it make sense. I know nobody never done it before, so I knew it was a way. It wasn't easy, but I knew it was a way to do it. So that was the whole motive to me creating the element.
Now I know as black people we're creative, right?
Right.
But how did you create a hookah pen? Like, I mean, you didn't do this in your basement. You didn't say, I'm going to create these parts and do it with just fruit. So how did you create this?
So it was literally, it's no different than if somebody create a vape pen, right? So the hookah pen itself, actually, the hookah pen, that's not a word. I created that word, right? Because you either have a vape pen or you have a hookah. But I knew I was bringing to market something new that they didn't experience. So I didn't want to literally call what I was creating my different formula a vape pen, because then it was gonna make me stand out from everything else. So you literally had to I feel like it started with the name first. If I'm telling you a different name, you're gonna look at it and so what's different about this? And that's when I feel like I have the floor to be informative and let you know, like, this is not your typical hookah, this is not your typical hookah pen, this is not your typical vape pen. So literally me creating with the fruit, I literally had to get different supplies together. Let's not talk about the supplies. I had to go between 13 to 17 supplies. Everybody was telling me, I don't think that sounds right. You say fruit inside of a hookah, oh, we can't do that. But you got this other alternative, which was everything that everybody else was doing, but I was persistent. So that's why I tell people, like, if you believe in something, like, you literally got to go for it. And if it's your vision, it's your vision. Not everybody going to see it. But, like, at the end of the day, if you keep fighting for what you truly believe in, look at me. You know what I'm saying?
So how did they get fruit into a pen that you can smoke? So what are you smoking? Because you're not smoking an apple. You're not smoking a pineapple.
Correct. You literally smoking fruit juice. Like if you smoking a hookah pen, yeah. If you smoking a hookah pen of pineapple, somewhere else you'll be smoking a pineapple pen with literally nicotine, tobacco, all kind of chemicals. I literally regulated my hookah literally made out of fruit juice, made up of Miracle Berry. Miracle Berry is the most popular fruit that's known that you can like literally alternate flavors, taste, and everything like that, and literally manipulate it to taste exactly the way you want it to be. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of giving somebody my phone.
You're giving too much, man. You're giving too much. You're giving too much. So
y'all
now,
can't do it. It's patent.
all right, well, it's patent. So when did you know it was going to be a success? When was the first time where you started seeing taking off and be like, oh, this really works?
The fact when I literally know how much I love hookah and I was enjoying my own product. For a while, I was sold out at first. The reason why I was sold out the most because I was taking too much of the supply. Like it was really, really good. Like I really enjoyed it. So it's the fact that it's no nicotine, no tobacco, and it's a healthy alternative, but literally tastes better than everything else. Like I literally could stand behind a product and say, I'm gonna smoke 1,000 different hookahs, 1,000 different flavors. My flavor literally is like one in a million. You can't find nothing like it.
Where did you come up with the mind sense to create a business, right? Because you said you patented it and you did the right steps before somebody was able to take it. Where did you come up with that mindset to do that?
So that's what's crazy. That's part of my journey, right? I always use my personality and my likeliness on social media to the best of my ability. And before I created my own business, I was known on Instagram to be deemed the promo king. So everybody who had a business, whether the biggest or the smallest, even as far as WeTV, used to reach out to me, have me doing promo contracts, talking about shows and stuff like that. So I used to get all these stories from everybody. Like I used to be booked for almost a year with promo slots, and people used to be literally going crazy over my promos, saying like I made them the most money that they has ever made in a day, in a week, whatever, on their business. So once I was getting older and realizing and understanding that if I'm making all these people money, despite me making a good living off of this, I could really do this and use my influence and make this money for myself. So that's kind of what, it regulated in my head, that despite being on the back end, I really wanted to be the entrepreneur and the CEO myself,
Now, are you concerned with tobacco companies saying you're going to start taking business from them? And usually when that starts happening, that's when they try to take out the little man because you're taking so much of a profit share from their already profit that they being taxed crazy.
So this is the thing, I'm really not worried about the tobacco industry. And then as far as them trying to take out the little man, I'm not to sound cocky, but not a little man is the big man. So, good luck with that.
Okay. Now, we talk about financial wealth, and now it was rumored that Black Friday alone, you make $2.7 million.
Uh-huh.
Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely true.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely true. Look, it's crazy. Like, it's so many things that I couldn't ever even fathom to believe. And look, Larry's saying something over there about the $2.7 million. Because let me tell you this, about the $2.7 million, that's what I felt comfortable with sharing. It kind of went a little farther, but that was my cap. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, God is good, man. Like, I truly appreciate, the community from supporting me and rocking with me, actually loving the product. So, like, yeah, I'm very happy about it.
For people that want to purchase this or want to try it out, how can they do so? And how long does that pen last?
So that's the thing about, as far as the pen, you literally determine how long it lasts. It's a disposable pen with 2,022 puffs, so you can literally sit down and smoke 2,022 puffs in one day if you want, if you just don't stop. You can smoke it in 3 days. Some people pen lasts a couple months. Some people pen lasts for 1 month, so you literally determines your puffs. Like if you sit your pen there for a year and don't smoke all the puffs, your pen will still be there all year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now, Brittany Griner just got released. Shout out to Brittany Griner a couple of days ago. So my question to you is, if I travel with this out the country, is there anything in this pen that's going to get me arrested, locked up, sent me to jail, anything?
Shout out to Brittany Griner. Absolutely not. And that's why, Brittany Griner, I'm going to let you know right now, you need to get you some black smoke, baby. You could travel in and out the country. You could go through the airport. You could take it in your carry-on bag. It's all good. So, yeah, black smoke, no nicotine, no tobacco. There's absolutely nothing in there will get you in trouble. No THC, no nothing like that. It's just all a healthy smoke, baby.
So for people who want to get it, how can they get it? How can they purchase it? How can they put it in their store? Or individually, if they just want to buy it? And will they be able to have it by Christmas?
So you definitely will be able to have it by Christmas. Our shipping don't play, but it's only available online, blacksmoke.com. The thing about it, a lot of people I type in the website and I can't pull it up. The reason why black is spelled BLAKK. There's no C in it, so it's BLAKK smoke.com.
With your blood, you take out the crib or something?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. So for people that order it now, and how much is it if they want to order? Can they order it singular? Do they order boxes? How does it work?
So I will always suggest you to order the hookah pen bundle. The bundle is $2.99, and you literally get all flavors, all 10 flavors. Individually,
$2.99. Like what you mean?
$299 for the whole bundle.
$2.99.
No.
I said, goodness gracious.
$299 for the whole bundle. You get all 10 flavors, which is a great deal because individually they $39.99. Mm-hmm. So you saving over $100 by getting the bundle. But then when people don't get the bundle, because I understand people want to try it out for the first time.
They want to make sure it's right. Yeah,
they want to make sure it's right. But then they be mad because now it's sold out and they never gonna get it. You know, they have some people that's been trying to get black smoke for the last year and still has been unsuccessful. You know, if I don't put my stash to the side, I wouldn't be successful with it. So I will always suggest get the bundle. I can promise you go like it, and it's gonna definitely be another flavor, another flavor, another flavor. You can always think one is your favorite until you try the other. You know.
All right. Well, we appreciate you for joining us. Did you bring us some?
I definitely bought you some. It's right there.
It's Black Smoke. Make sure you pick it up right now. Perfect Christmas gift for anybody that's a smoker. You want them to get off of it, and the flavors are pretty dope. The apple green is pretty dope, too. Where's the apple green? The green apple. That's pretty dope, too. I like the green apple. All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. What part of Jersey are you from?
I actually moved to South Dakota.
Oh, South Dakota. Are we syndicated in South Dakota?
I don't know.
No, not anymore, I don't think. But I do stream it.
Oh, you listen to us on the iHeartRadio app. Okay, got you.
Cool. All right, well, congratulations. We're hooking you up with $1,000. You said you needed some money for your Girl Scout troop because sales didn't go well for a large group. Well, you got that $1,000.
Yay, thank you so much.
And don't you try to cuff them cookies either. You still go out there and you sell them cookies.
You got it.
All right,
Can
Mama.
I send you a box?
Yes. I'd love some Thin Mints. You can send me all the Thin Mints you got.
Yeah, send us some, please.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Don't front now. Don't tell me you're going to send up the cookies and don't send the cookies now.
Yo, give me an address, and I will send you some cookies. I'll even send you a box of the brand new Raspberry Rally.
That sounds disgusting.
No, send it all up here. Thank you so much. Hold on, we'll get you the address. Okay?
I like the chocolate peanut butter and the Thin Mints. Okay.
And that's brought to you by our friends at Valentino, born in Roma. Don't move. Positive Notes up next. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. All right. Well, you got a positive note?
Now, the positive note is simply this. After getting what you manifested, because this is very important. Everybody want to have their vision boards and manifest things. And, you know, a lot of us get those things that we manifest. But after getting what you manifested, ask for discipline to keep it and wisdom to multiply it. Have a blessed day.